And also it releases you from that.
Yeah, but listen, we haven't been diagnosed with a horrendous disease.
Yeah.
You haven't been given 6 months to live. So you got to live in the real world. I do that. I calibrate that on a daily basis. So I got over that early. And then I had father figures in my life. Marco Pierre White was like a big brother father figure. Albert Roux at Le Gavroche was another father figure. Guy Savoy in Paris. All of a sudden you start going to their wings. And once you're talent in that division, then all they do is pass you on to absolute amazing establishments to sort of learn. And I think the secret early on was every time I got to a level, next time I went into another establishment, I came down a level to learn even greater. Because sometimes when you jump too high, the learning stops because they want to know what you've just been taught. So that was bullshit for me because it wasn't making me any better. And I was on that pursuit to garner all this info, intel. Everywhere I went, give me the intel. What is it? How does that sourdough work perfectly? How do you bone out a pigeon beautifully and not waste anything on that carcass? And so that intel was just this gathering of incredible stuff.
In the prep for this interview, reading the journey and the story through the culinary establishments was probably the most interesting and rewarding part for me. Let's talk about where it all began. So you've taken the leap, you've headed down, you've gone to technical college.
Yeah.
You're living in a flat.
Yeah.
When you take yourself back to the Gordon Ramsay mindset at that point, what was it?
Listen, there was a charity called Banbury Round Table. And I think every town has these round table charities. They paid for my first set of fucking whites. They bought my first set of knives. They bought my first floppy hat. And so everyone asked, why did you do so much for charity? It started with charity. And so if it wasn't for that incredible moment, I think it was 62 quid for a set of knives, 2 chef's jackets, horrendous trousers, and these fucking ridiculous clogs that no one could walk in. And so all of a sudden these knives were your possession and your sort of tools. And so I was polishing them, sharpening every day. And I remember nipping the end off one of them once, and I was gutted the fact that, and these knives were cheap. These were sort of £17 for a set of like 25 knives.